What's going on, guys? It's Matt with No BS Beard Reviews. Tonight, we're doing a maintenance beard trim with scissors. So before we get started, I just want to go over a few things, the tools I'm going to be using. I'll link all of these below. We've got a nice pair of hair cutting shears or scissors. I've got a Kent comb here. This is the 6T Kent comb. Also have a handheld mirror we'll be using. And then I'm of the mindset, oh yeah, last thing to show you. Now I use this is my secret weapon. My wife gave this to me last year. This thing has probably saved our marriage. Kidding, but this is by Beard King. This is a beard cape, or beard cape. You take these two little plugs here and put those up on your mirror. And this keeps your beard hair from going all over the bathroom and getting super messy. So this is definitely going to make your wives or significant others very happy that there's not little coarse beard hairs all over the bathroom. So I'll link all these below in the description. But then I'm of the mindset there's really two ways people do beard trims. They either go all natural, they wash their beard. So I just washed my beard. Of course, I use some of my favorite Scotch Porter beard wash, as well as that Scotch Porter beard conditioner. Don't forget, these are on sale this week. Ends at midnight on Friday. They got 50% off their different collections, so I just want to remind you about that. So again, I like to start with a fresh, clean beard. There's another set of, another way to do it is to style your beard and then trim that way. I personally, I kind of call it the scuba tube method or the beard tube method. I learned from him to keep your beard all natural and do it that way versus being styled and doing it. But so without further ado, let me give you a close-up of what the beard looks like. Now a lot of you guys would probably say, oh, that's nothing, but I do try to keep it a little bit cleaner. I'm not going to be taking anything off the bottom. I'm trying to grow the bottom a little bit longer, but I just want to bring in these sides a little bit and have them be a less crazy. I guess I kind of have the disadvantage of having a salt and pepper beard, and those grays really stick out sometimes and are very noticeable. Also do a minor beard trim, but we're gonna go ahead and get started, get plugged up here. Again, just suction these to your mirror. All right, and then we are going to grab our scissors here and go ahead and get started. And with this, I'm just clipping a little bit at a time. I don't know if you guys can see the hairs flying off, but now I do a trim like this about once a month. I will go to my barber about every other month, every 2 months. I was last at the barber in early October. It is almost the end of November right now, so I'm planning to go back to the barber probably early January. I'm gonna keep on growing it like the bottom out, and I'll just continue to do these maintenance trims. I don't know if you guys can see. I'm not taking a ton off. Some people refer to this kind of as hedge trimming. So if you think of your beard as a hedge, I'm just kind of taking the parts that stick out a lot off. And so this just helps keep a cleaner appearance. I work in an office environment, and I'm one of the only guys with a beard, or at least a bigger beard. And so a lot of you guys don't even consider this a bigger beard, but it's a little bit longer than it looks. And so this is kind of my challenging side. I don't know if you guys can see. I start to get this big S curl in here. Nice wave. This is definitely my wavy side, so I tend to keep that a little bit shorter. Now I obviously have a mirror in front of me I'm looking into. Again, we're not taking a ton off. We're just kind of Now, throughout, I definitely just got hair everywhere. You definitely just want to comb throughout the trim. This is going to bring any of those stray hairs forward that now I'm not planning to take too much off the bottom, but I might take, my hair's been growing kind of funny down here. I might even that out just a little bit down there. This is one of those things where less is more. So don't get in there and start chopping away, or you're gonna have a bare face before you know it, because you're gonna jack things up and have to shave your beard. So again, just little. Now I'll do a little bit up front to clean things up, but again, I'm not going in there and going, I'm just, this is more or less to cut down some of those flyaways I get. All right, let's go ahead and comb it out. Now again, since we're not doing the bottom of our beards as much, we're not worried about the angle we're cutting at, and it's more I'm looking straight on. I don't know about you guys, what combs you guys use, but this has been by far my favorite comb. Again, this is that Kent comb, the 6T model. It's probably a good 7-8 inches long. It's got the wider teeth, and then the closer tines there. You just want to constantly comb through. Again, that's now, if this is your first time trimming your beard, or you're not very used to trimming your beard, I would definitely do it with scissors. It's a lot harder, again, to screw things up with a pair of scissors than it is having a pair of clippers in there and taking a big nasty gash out. I've done that. I'll never forget one of my first beard trims. I was doing that method where you take the clippers and you go down, but you're just supposed to go straight. You don't follow the contour of your jaw. Well, I went, whoosh, took a big old chunk out of my jaw right there. It took months to recover from that. Again, just kind of smoothing things out. I'm going to try to have a steady hand. And I don't want to cut too much on the front of my beard, because when I do a side profile, I want that beard to be strong. I don't want it to come sweeping down. Take your time with this when you're trimming your beards. Again, you do not want to be in a bad mood. You want to be calm. You do not want to be under the influence of alcohol or other substances. You want to be completely in the right mindset. That way, if you do mess up, put the scissors down, put the trimmers down, walk away, come back the next day. It's when people make mistakes and they try to fix it and they keep trying to fix it and fix it and fix it, is when you end up with a bare shaved face. Which again, you guys can see, taking a little bit of that curl that was over there out. And again, using the right products, this is gonna, I don't have anything in my beard right now. But if your beard looks good without anything in it, it's going to look even better when you put products in it. Hopefully this comes out okay. You guys can see what I'm doing. I know it's kind of an awkward angle. Let me see. Again, just going very slow. All right, I think that's good for now. Let's focus on the mustache. Now I go through phases. Sometimes I like to have that big old mustache. Last few months I've not missed eating it at all, so I've kept it a little bit on the cleaner side. Let me give you a close-up. Again, guys, with curly or with white hair, you know those hairs come in super coarse and curly, and they're all kinds of different than normal hairs. And so what I like to do for my beard is just go straight up, straight up. I don't want to go too high up. I like my beard covering my top lip. But again, we're just taking a little bit off. You can probably see it's not much different, but what I've done is kind of taken out some of those longer hairs and made it more uniform. Grab my comb. And people like to do different things. You know, guys that go on a handlebar it, some of them will grow it longer from the middle and pull it all out. Some guys will just grow their tips out here and keep this all trimmed. You know, I'm not going to trim the ends because I may grow those out a little bit for the winter. They're a little bit uneven. Now some guys I like to put like a little notch in there, cut kind of a little V into it. I'm just keep it simple because I comb it straight down. I don't prefer to do that. Now I've cut the kind of the top layer. Now I will go at a different angle so it doesn't have such a hard line, and just very delicately trim it. So instead of going like this with the scissors, I'm bringing them like this and kind of trimming those ends to give it a softer edge. Again, not taking a ton off. And then I will also go and I'll clean up some of these. All right, let's take care of that bottom. I think the mustache looks good. Sometimes I'll take my lips and go, and that tells me where I need to trim more. Typically those hairs are way underneath, like the underneath hairs that are, yeah, a hair right in there. Got it. All right, so let's take a look at that bottom. I wanted to fix. Now, I'm not trying to take too much off here. This is where you can get in trouble quick. You take too much off the bottom here, the next thing you know, your sidelines, or you're having to bring them up way too far. So again, gotta think in your head, less is more. Bring out my hand mirror. You guys can see that. But I like to get that nice, just straight line. I'll take a little bit more off right in there. Yeah, I think that looks good. Check it on the other side. Yeah. Now I will probably take a shower tomorrow and have some crazy cowlicks come up, or my beard is going to sit a different way and I may have to do a little bit more of a trim. A beard trim is not something you're going to achieve overnight. You know, you can definitely lay the foundation and do it, but you're probably going to get up the next day or notice a day or two later something you may have missed, or something's growing, you know, a little out of whack, and you have to go back and trim that. And yeah, it's kind of a constant evolution, just a little bit here and there. But again, just try not to take your ears off. Now you can see as I've done this, I have not taken length off the bottom, off the front. I did take a little bit underneath there, but that's more or less the hairs that are touching my neck. I typically want to comb I have product in my beard and I'll comb it through. I'll take the edge of the comb and just kind of pat it back up there. No, I think that looks good for tonight. So let me give you a close-up so you can see what it looked like before. Again, you're not going to see a ton of difference, but you'll notice it's a little bit cleaner. And when I'm even cleaner, I don't have as many flyaways. And you can see a lot of that S curl, a lot of those curls that were flaring out before are gone. And so just a little tip and trick to keep your beard a little bit cleaner. Again, as I mentioned, I work in an office environment, and so I like to keep it tighter on the sides. You know, I'll get a little bit of length, but definitely like to keep it clean and tight on the sides. So guys, if you have any beard tips or beard trimming tips, definitely drop them below. I'd love to hear from you guys on, you know, how you trim your beards and what you do with your beards. Again, I'll link all those different products that I've used today, the scissors, the comb, this awesome beard cape. This thing is a lifesaver. I use it for when I cut my hair as well. You know, I'm just take the clippers, zoom, hair goes right there into the cape. It's definitely been an awesome thing to use. Cleanup is a breeze. And then, yeah, don't forget about that Scotch Porter sale going on through Friday. This is what, Wednesday? So you got like 2 more days to take advantage of that. I'll link that below as well. You got to use my link to take advantage of it. And then, yeah, that's it, guys. I appreciate it. Thanks for watching. Thank you to all my subscribers. If you haven't subscribed yet, I'll link that below, so it's very easy for you to do. All you got to do is click my big ugly mug right there. And then, guys, as always, thanks so much for watching. God bless you and have a wonderful night. Take care.